Good day, everyone. I am here to present our research entitled Soft Voice Quality Functions in Aeronautical Communication of Filipino Cabin Crews. I am John Kennedy Villanueva, your presenter, and together with me are my co-authors, Mr. Ramsey Ferrer, Mr. Alain Rosalan, Ms. Grace Sardan, and Ms. Myla Magallanes. For the background of the study, in the threshold of 21st century, aviation English has gained dim spotlight. Aviation English is known globally for the phonetic alphabet, specific terminology and phraseology, and the universal jargon that we've likely heard in films or on board a flight. It is actually a lot more complex. While much of the language is technical, functional command of English is necessary to pass along essential messages as clearly, fast, precisely, and as natural as possible, particularly when there is an emergency. Current studies on aviation English view language as necessity both for work entry and professional application. This study hopes to contribute to the discourse of language, particularly in soft voice quality functions in aeronautical communication of Filipino cabin crews. For introduction, good communication skills is one of the required skills for cabin crews. Cabin crews must be able to resolve unexpected issues such as fires, aircraft defects, medical emergencies, and sudden airflow changes quickly and accurately, as unexpected issues may result in major accidents. It is crucial that cabin crew members can take responsibility for passenger safety and offer satisfactory services to customers. Cabin crews' communication style are trained to control passenger behavior. The degree of tone of voice of an employee is particularly salient when interacting with passengers. The following statements are enumerated to inquire on the soft voice quality functions in aeronautical communication of Filipino cabin crews. First, how does soft voice quality function of Filipino cabin crews construct their identities? Second, how does soft voice quality function of Filipino cabin crews provide indexuality of their profession? Cabin crew communication is important facet of aviation safety. Communication and collaboration between the cabin crews and passengers is one of the important human factors affect flight safety, and it's an important part of crew resource management. According to Shute, there were historical, organizational, environmental, and psychosocial and regulatory factors that have led to misunderstandings, problematic attitudes, and suboptimal interaction between the cockpit and cabin crews. Linguistic related problems that Thai flight attendant, including senior flight attendants, encountered while communicating with passenger in English. Thailand, flight attendants are considered good at English communicative skills, which is an amazing thing to the most Thais. This is because after spending at least 12 years learning English in primary and secondary schools and universities, they still cannot understand or communicate in English fluently, especially when listening and speaking skills. English is the current highly recognized international lingua franca as the world unites into a global community commonly engaged by modern technology. The need to use the English language has become more and more apparent. Today, more than any episode in history, people from different regions of the world are able to communicate fast because of the favors of technology, adjacent with persons' competent use of technology. It has likewise become essential to hone the skills of speaking or writing effectively in English if one were to partake in global commerce, especially that English is widely used business industries and in education. According to Numpa and Yananda, airlines are eager to hire well-qualified employees because success in the airline industry depends on the service provided by cabin crews. Competency-based training, in contrast to training that centers on learning job skills and knowledge, can facilitate the individual development of cabin crews and increase company productivity. According to Kim, Park and Park, many studies have shown the effects of the external images of female flight attendant on customer satisfaction. Recently, the perception of male flight attendants has become more important and positive, and airlines are hiring significant number of male flight attendants every year, since speech is an image component of a male flight attendant. Clear and effective communication in civil aviation, foreign language proficiency of cabin crew candidates, and communication skills a mandatory competence for ground and airplane crew to reduce tension in extreme situations. For the research gap, studies were only limited to safety of the passengers and the flight as a whole. The need of more sociolinguistic inquiry on the discourse of language innovation and linguistic voice quality is rich yet relatively understudied area, particularly in aviation English. For theoretical framework, indexual theory context, dependency of natural languages, utterances, indexuality links between linguistic forms of social meanings. One important aspect of indexuality is that linguistic element that's acquired social meaning in particular contexts can gain new indexualities by association. It is the contention of this paper that soft voice quality indexes the identity of Filipino cabin crews through their language production that is situated in their interaction with passengers and in various situations. By using meta-pragmatic approach to analyze responses, the understanding and analysis of language ideology can be unearthed. As utilized in the study, transcripts and extract in the narratives of 7 Filipino cabin crews are discoursed to expose functions, identity, and language ideologies. Through semi-structured questionnaires, the researchers were able to transcribe and analyze their accounts. The findings for the statement number one, soft voice provides bond and relationship, propels passenger feel relaxed and open. Attitudes like respect and gratitude are projected, and simple and sensitive. The conclusion for this was the soft voice quality of Filipino cabin crews projects camaraderie and good rapport and cements and promotes passenger crew good relations. This characteristic voice quality identifies Filipino cabin crews as respectful, courteous, and polite. It also shows optimism and good disposition. Filipino cabin crews are identified to be grateful and gracious. For the statement number two findings, language of service, feminized, and commercialized and market oriented. The conclusion was the quality of voice gives primary distinction to the cabin crew profession. By and itself, it distinguishes the quality of service that the Filipino cabin crews provide to its passengers and the aviation industry as a whole. The distinctness has become one of the important marketing strategies which other airline companies might and can consider. The voice quality might sound commercialized, but it has significantly and to an extent made to be a commercial mode to show care and respect, which are integral in the profession. That's all for our presentation. Thank you very much and mabuhay.